Okay, so I am basically failing at this A-Year-A-Thon thing. Honestly, I I don't know why. To be honest, I just distractions. Actually, there shouldn't really be no excuse, but for not reading anyway. I don't know if you guys see my wrap-up video, but I was like complaining too much about not reading. I was being lazy, but I said I am going to commit starting now, this month, hopefully till the end of December. Just read. Me. Do it. This is a terrible intro. So if you guys don't know what the Year-A-Thon is, a couple of booktubers, I have a cold, I can't talk right now, just bear with me. A couple of booktubers, I will list them down below, who they are, have come up with kind of a read-along. Basically each month we'll have a different theme. The read-along, it just lasts for a week, honestly, of each month. So like I said, I was not very doing good at the first 3 months of it. Harry Potter, I think, was the first one, and I only read the first 2 books. I haven't even continued reading that series. I said I was going to read the first 3, but I only read 2. For March was reading Twilight. I said I wasn't going to read it because due to lack of interest, I didn't want to reread it, exactly. And then for last month was reread anything. And instead of me just rereading the books, I actually listened to them on audio, the first 2 books of Divergent, and I only listened to one. 2 weeks later, I listened to the other one. So for this month is to finish up or catch up on a series you want to, like I said, finish up, catch up. I will also link a video down below. I did a video of what all the themes for each of the month are, and I also said of what I was planning on reading for each of the month. And for this one, I decided to pick Delirium as my catching up or finishing up series. But I changed my mind, honestly, because 1, I do not have the last book yet. Yeah. 2nd, I just actually changed my mind before I thought that I didn't have the last book. So I decided to kind of actually read a different series on this. So this is why I'm kind of doing a TBR video for this. And to also kind of commit into this A-Year-A-Thon thing by starting to do a TBR for this video. So if I do a wrap-up, I will put that in my wrap-up video, so I don't have to do it kind of separately. So the books that I decided to kind of read instead of the Delirium series is a series you might not really heard of very much. I'm going to read the last 3 books of what is called the Fever series. It's a 5-book series, basically about fairies, not your Tinkerbell time. Tinkerbell, I can't say it. These aren't typically your Tinkerbell fairies. These are kind of different kind of fairies. These books are what you describe as a dark urban kind of fantasy, because I like fantasy reads, and I like to read about fairies. So the last 3 books I will be reading is Fae Fever, which is the 3rd book. And this book I'm actually reading right now. I only just started it. I'm going to start it earlier than expected for the week. The 4th book I'll be reading is Dream Fever. Actually, the 2nd book I'll be reading. But it is the 4th book of the series, called Dream Fever. The last book is the 5th book, called Shadow Fever, and these are all by Karen Marie Moning. What this series is basically about, it mostly centers around this girl who heads into Dublin, Ireland to actually investigate her sister's murder. And she's trying to do it on her own because the police can't really help her on this. And then when she's in Dublin, she discovers something about herself, or really she kind of starts seeing these things. She starts seeing the fairies in their true form during their glamour state. So she finds out that she's not really who she expected to be, actually. And while in Dublin, she runs into this very hot, as described, but very arrogant kind of guy. And he knows who she is and what she is, actually, and kind of helps her out of teaching her these stuff, how to use her powers or how to use her gift. But they're actually really looking for this ancient book that has been around for thousands or millions of years ago. I forgot what it was. And that's basically mostly what the guy is looking for, why he is using her, because she can sense it. It's a good series. I just want to kind of catch up or finish up or want to see what happens at the end. So these are what I'll be reading for the week. Hopefully I'll be done by next Sunday. Cross my fingers, honestly. That is all I'm going to read. And hopefully I'll get this done. Okay, so that is all for this video. Let me know what you guys are reading as well, what you guys are finishing or catching up on. I'd like to know. And talk about it. Like if you guys like what I'll be reading, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye-bye!